Hi everyone, welcome to day 2 of the Fall BioBlitz. My name is Nicole Cantwell. You'll see an Instagram that I manage called Philly Naturalist. And Philly Naturalist is a chapter of Pennsylvania Master Naturalist. There's actually other Master Naturalist organizations throughout the country, but Pennsylvania Master Naturalist has different training sessions for each county, and I'm a trainee in the Philadelphia County chapter. And they offer training on your local ecosystem. So your local geology, insects, bird species you might find in your communities. And it also offers field trips for you to get out and explore and learn more about conservation organizations in your community. Once you're done with your certification, they will basically encourage you to work closely with your organizations like Friends of the Wissahickon that I'm here with today. Noah from Friends of the Wissahickon is behind the camera with me to allow me to talk to you about Andorra Meadow, which is where we are standing today. So Andorra Meadow was one of the main nurseries in the eastern coast, started in the late 1800s and was functioning up until the 60s. And since then, Philly Parks and Rec actually came in and took over the area and did a restoration project where they got rid of a lot of invasive species that were taking over this community here and planted native species. So we're actually going to go through as part of the Fall BioBlitz and identify some of these species using the iNaturalist app. So let's get started. Even just standing here, it looks like a lot of grasses I'm seeing. There's some trees, some smaller trees in here. And I read recently that when I was looking up bird species in Andorra Meadow, that there's been actually 130 different species cited in Andorra Meadow. So this area is providing a lot of food and habitat for a lot of insects, plants, and bird species. So let's just take a look at this cool grass. It's really pretty and it's actually very soft here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my iNaturalist app. And at the bottom, when you open up your app, there's a little camera here and it says observe. So I'm going to tap that and it opens up your camera and you basically just take a picture of whatever it is that you want to identify. So I'm going to click the green button to take a picture. I'm going to click next. And then you'll see, what did you see? So you tap that, and it's basically going through a database based on the categories. And here we've got multiple choices. So the one that's your top suggestion will show up top in the list. And if you don't know which one it is, you can also pick the genus, which is going to be at the top. So once you tap it, the one that you want to pick, you hit share. And it's basically going to upload it into your list of observations. And me being a trainee for Pennsylvania Master Naturalist, I'm not a total expert on grasses, but I am interested in learning more about them and where they grow and how many different types there are in the area. So I'm going to load this up, but someone that might have more experience will actually go in and validate, yes, this is a giant foxtail grass. Or it could be recommended that it's a different type of grass that might be in the system. So let's just step over here. There's another grass here. Different types of seeds, same grass, but as you can see, they're totally different. So one trick I do sometimes, especially when identifying grasses, for example, is I'll put a piece of paper or my hand behind it because it can blend in with the rest of the scenery. So I'm going to zoom in on this and we'll see if it comes up with a different type of grass. purple top tridents. So the other neat thing is that there's citizen scientists all over that are coming to Andorra Meadow and doing the same thing that I'm doing today. So when you go in here, it actually knows that I'm in Andorra Meadow because I have my location on, which is very important, especially with the fall BioBlitz, because they're going to be using your GPS coordinates to collect all the data and information that people are collecting over the weekend, and basically saying, wow, look at all the biodiversity we have in our parks and surrounding areas. So because my GPS is on, it actually says that purple top tridents was seen nearby because someone else has identified this species in this area. So that also helps me say, maybe it is purple top tridents. So I'm going to share it, and in a couple days, or maybe even tonight, someone might come in and actually validate that what I've chosen is true. So there's a lot of different species here. I'm going to continue to help out with the fall BioBlitz and start documenting other different types of grasses and flowers I might come across. But I just wanted to share this special place with you at Andorra Meadow. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's on Northwestern Avenue and Ridge Avenue, and it's accessible by the 27 bus from Center City, Philadelphia. So thank you so much for participating with me, and have a great weekend.